Hey friends, we are here today to do a simple budgeting video. I thought because it is the beginning of the year, I would bring things back to basics and just show you how I like to budget. Yeah, that's all this video is for. If you feel like you are set on, with your budget, you know how you do things, you like how you do things, everything, this might not be the video for you. But if you're new, or maybe you're looking for, new ideas or new strategies or just a new way to budget, then keep watching, because maybe I can give you some pointers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my budget in this video and just tell you kind of how I plan everything out. And so let me grab my budget sheet here. Okay, and I want to try to zoom in for you, and I do need to kind of like tilt this to right, so I'll try to keep it straight as possible, and hopefully you will be able to see everything. But yeah, I may need to tilt it a little bit to right. Now, if you like this budget sheet, I am going to be making a little short after this on how you can get some free budget sheets, so look out for that. Those will be separate from this video, a little separate short on some free printable budget sheets. But for now, let's get going, because I want to make this a pretty short video so that's just short and easy to refer to. When I'm making my budget, I like to refer back to my previous budget, which is here in my planner. Now, this is something I sell on Amazon. If you want all your budgeting sheets like in a book, you can grab a planner. This is linked below. But again, if you don't want a planner or don't have the budget for that, check out my short, which is coming, which is going to have info on how you can get your free printable budgeting sheet. But as I said, I like to refer back to my previous month. So we're going to be budgeting for February. Okay. And so I'm going to refer back to my January monthly budget here. So what I like to do is I like to create a monthly budget first, which is all my income for the month. And then what I do is I break that down into two, essentially. So I get paid 2 times a month, every other week. And I will create a monthly budget and then essentially split that in half by paycheck, essentially. So let's see, the February paycheck dates are February 6th and February 20th for me, and I budget with $17.70 per paycheck. And to do my income, again, I'm just referring back here, so I don't have to add it up. It's the same every time. And so oh, I put the wrong total. So I have my totals here on my previous budget. Okay, so that's $35.40. My bills stay the same every month for the most part. So again, that I can just transfer over. Now, with your budgeting, let me see if I could actually zoom in here a little bit. With your budgeting, what you want to do is you want to take care of your bills first, of course, right? Your bills are the priority. They need to be paid before you do basically anything else, right? Because if your bills aren't paid, you're in trouble. So, once again, I am just copying my bills over. And if you don't have a prior budget to refer to, for example, if you're trying to like rework your budget, you're obviously not going to have anything to copy over. I mean, your bills are probably going to still be the same or similar, at least, even if you're trying to revamp your budget. So you may be able to at least copy your bill amounts. But for the other things, you may not be able to just copy over, that's okay. So the first budget you do, you may need to, do it yourself, but then it gets easier because there are a lot of things you can just transfer and copy over. Now this is the big one, you guys, the mortgage. $2,047 a month, and that's actually down like $10 to $12. It went down a little bit, which nothing ever works like that in my life, so I'm super surprised. But yeah, it's a lot. So here are the bills, and again, because I just copy this, I don't even need to add these up because I have the same exact total, which is $3,028. And then that leaves me with $512 left over. Essentially, it's extremely similar. It's an extremely similar budget to the prior month because my totals are basically all the same. Moving on, after your bills are paid, you can then decide what you want to do with the rest of your money. Now, I like to give myself some spending money, which would be my cash envelopes. If you watch my channel, you know I don't do traditional cash envelopes anymore. I just give myself however much spending money I want and then just put it in my wallet. I don't actually separate it out into envelopes, which is fine. You don't need to. But I still budget spending money for myself. And then, once that's gone, it's gone. That's the money that I give myself to spend. And you don't have to put it into envelopes to do this method. It says cash envelopes, but just know you don't actually have to have like physical envelopes in your wallet. I do still break my expenses down into cash and gas. I used to break the cash down further into like kids, dining out, and things like that. But again, I just give myself cash in the wallet, and so I just call it cash. And so for the month, that's $300. I give myself $150 per paycheck. And then gas is $100 a month. I do $50 per paycheck, and that's pretty good for me. I do drive a large SUV, but I don't really go anywhere. So unless we're taking like a trip or something, $50 per 2 weeks is fine for gas for me. So that's $400. And then I only have $112 left. So with the $112, that is all I have left to go into sinking funds and savings challenges. Now, from here, it's up to you to decide. Do you want to put all your money into savings challenges? Do you want to put all your money into sinking funds? Do you want to do a split? That is up to you. What I like to do, and this is probably a little bit different, for everyone, but what I like to do is take my remaining amount after I pay my bills and do my cash envelopes and decide how much I want for challenges first, and then use the remainder to split into sinking funds. So if I have $112 left, I think I want to do around $62 for challenges, which is what I did last month. So I'm going to write challenges here, and this goes under extra savings. So I'm skipping, oh, you can't see. So what I'm doing here is I'm skipping the sinking funds for now. I'm going to come back to this and do this last. And I'm coming down here under extra savings, and I'm going to write challenges, and I'm going to do 62. And it's 62 because I have 112. I have that random 2 left over. And so if I do 112 minus 62, it means I'm going to have exactly $50 left to go towards sinking funds, okay? And so I like to plan out the amount towards challenges first, because if I start going like deciding on sinking funds, sometimes I can get carried away and say, okay, I want to put this much towards this fund, this towards this towards this, and then all of a sudden have none left for challenges. This way I already have my amount reserved towards challenges, and then I know I have $50 left, and I could do whatever I want with that 50 and put it towards sinking funds. So already here I know my sinking funds total is 50. And then I could do, again, whatever I want within that category or within the sinking funds to get me to 50. Now, I do need to do Prime, which is going to be 25, Amazon Prime. So I'm already down to just $25 left. And I think I'm probably just going to basically do what I did last time, which is just birthdays and vacation. Yeah, that seems good. And see, so my funds don't get a lot each month, and I don't stuff a lot of my funds each month because I just don't have the budget for it, but that's fine. I do other things to fund my sinking funds, like savings challenges or just putting extra money in them when I can. And that's how I try to bulk up my sinking funds when I can. So let's do 15 towards birthdays and 10 towards vacation. And then that adds up to our 50. Now, what I just did, let me zoom out a little bit again. What I just created here is called a zero-based budget. And what that means is I gave every dollar a home or a place. I essentially spent every dollar before I made it. And the reason for that is, let's just say I had my bills budgeted, okay? And then, you know, on payday, I pay my bills. And then after my bills are paid, I have this $512 left. That's great. But if I just left that in my bank account, well, I could swipe my card wherever, whenever. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, $512 would be spent on just junk, stupid stuff that I wouldn't even know where the money went, what I spent it on, or anything. This way, I give every dollar a home or a place. I'm saving every dollar essentially over what I'm spending on bills and cash envelopes. It's all being saved. And it's not being spent on junk. So that is the purpose of a zero-based budget, essentially. Okay. And now what you can do is you can total everything up. Let me just do the math here. So after our cash envelopes, we had $112 left. Our sinking funds totaled 50. So 112 minus 50 means we have 62 left, which is perfect. Our challenges total 62. And then we have 0 left, which is what we want. You could do your full math here. So 3540, which is my total income for the month, minus my bills, 3028 equals 512 remaining. Then my cash envelopes are 400. So after that, I have 112 left. Then 112, I take away the 50 for my sinking funds, and then I have the 62 left for my challenges, take that away, and then that leaves me with 0, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. Okay, and that is a zero-based budget. Now again, what I will do from here is I will take another sheet exactly like this. It is the same exact sheet, and I will split this in half. So I will do one for February 6th, and one for February 20th for each paycheck. Split the bills in half, the cash envelopes in half, the sinking funds, and the challenges. So split everything in half. And then that's where I get my 2 paycheck budgets from. Okay? I hope that makes sense. And that is it. It is easy. Budgeting doesn't have to be hard in terms of writing the budget. What's hard is saving the money, right? But creating a budget does not have to be hard. And when you have a sheet like this that breaks it all down into categories and lets you kind of easily see where everything goes, I think that makes it much easier as well. Once again, if you are looking for some free printable budgeting sheets, look out for my shorts because those are coming next. I will have those out showing you how you can get your own free printable budgeting sheets. And that is it for this one. If you have any questions about budgeting, how to create a budget, a zero-based budget, anything I did in this video, of course, let me know below in the comment section. I'd be happy to answer. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. And I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!